Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of my absolute favorite summer vegetables, the cucumber. Is there anything better than a crisp, cool, homegrown cucumber on a hot day? I don't think so. And the best part is they're surprisingly easy to grow. So if you've ever wanted to try, stick around because by the end of this video, you'll be a cucumber growing pro. First things first, let's talk about timing and varieties. Cucumbers are warm weather lovers, so you want to plant them after all danger of frost has passed. That means the soil temperature should be consistently around 70 degrees Fahrenheit or 21 degrees Celsius. As for varieties, you've got two main types, vining and bush. Vining types like the popular Marketmore 76 will ramble all over the place and produce a ton of fruit if you give them a trellis to climb. Bush types like Bush Champion are more compact, making them perfect for smaller gardens or even large containers. There are also pickling varieties like Boston Pickling and slicing varieties like the Straight 8. Think about how you want to use your cucumbers, and that will help you choose the right seeds. Once you've got your seeds, it's time to think about the perfect spot. Cucumbers need two main things to thrive: full sun and rich, well-draining soil. Find a spot in your garden that gets at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight each day. More sun equals more flowers, and more flowers equals more cucumbers. Before you plant, it's a great idea to amend your soil. Cucumbers are heavy feeders. I like to work in a few inches of well-rotted compost or aged manure. This not only adds essential nutrients, but also improves the soil structure, helping it hold moisture while still draining well. If your soil is heavy clay, adding compost is a game changer. Now for the fun part, planting. You can either start your seeds indoors about 3 to 4 weeks before your last frost date or sow them directly into the garden once the soil is warm. I often direct sow because it's just simpler and cucumbers germinate and grow so quickly. To plant, create small mounds or hills of soil. These hills warm up faster in the spring and provide good drainage. Space your hills about 3 to 4 feet apart for vining types. Plant 3 to 4 seeds about an inch deep in each hill. Once the seedlings have a few true leaves, you'll want to thin them out, leaving only the 2 strongest plants per hill. This might feel a bit ruthless, but it is crucial for giving your remaining plants the space and resources they need to produce a massive harvest. Water is absolutely critical for cucumbers. After all, they're over 95% water themselves. Inconsistent watering can lead to bitter-tasting fruit, and nobody wants that. The goal is to keep the soil consistently moist, but not waterlogged. A good rule of thumb is to give them a deep watering of about 1 to 2 inches of water per week, more if it's really hot and dry. Try to water at the base of the plant in the morning. This allows the leaves to dry out during the day, which helps prevent common fungal diseases like powdery mildew. Using a soaker hose or drip irrigation is fantastic because it delivers water directly to the roots where it is needed most. As your cucumber vines start to grow, you'll want to provide some support, especially for the vining varieties. This isn't just to save space. It's also much healthier for the plant. Trellising keeps the fruit off the ground, which prevents them from rotting and makes them less accessible to pests like slugs. It also improves air circulation around the leaves, further reducing the risk of disease. You can use a simple A-frame trellis, a fence, or even a sturdy tomato cage. Gently guide the young vines onto the support, and their little tendrils will quickly grab on and start climbing all on their own. It's fascinating to watch. Now let's talk about feeding your hungry plants. Remember how we said cucumbers are heavy feeders? That initial compost at planting time is a great start, but they'll appreciate a little boost during the growing season. Once the plants start to flower and produce fruit, you can feed them every couple of weeks with a balanced liquid fertilizer. Look for one that's formulated for vegetables or has a good balance of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. You can also use organic options like fish emulsion or compost tea. Just be careful not to overdo it with nitrogen, as that can lead to lots of beautiful leaves but not much fruit. One of the most exciting moments is seeing those first tiny yellow flowers. Cucumbers produce both male and female flowers. The male flowers usually appear first, and then the female flowers follow. You can tell a female flower because it has a tiny, immature cucumber at its base. Pollination is what turns that tiny fruit into a full-sized cucumber. Bees are your best friends here. To attract more pollinators to your garden, plant some flowers like marigolds, borage, or zinnias nearby. If you notice you're getting lots of flowers but no fruit, you might have a pollination problem. You can actually hand pollinate by taking a small paintbrush, gathering some pollen from a male flower, and gently brushing it onto the center of a female flower. It's like playing Cupid for your cucumbers. Of course, no gardening guide is complete without talking about pests and diseases. Some common cucumber pests include cucumber beetles, which can damage plants and spread disease and aphids. A strong spray of water from the hose can often knock aphids off. For cucumber beetles, you might need to use row covers when the plants are young or consider insecticidal soap. The biggest disease issue is often powdery mildew, which looks like a white, dusty coating on the leaves. To prevent it, ensure good air circulation by trellising and spacing your plants properly and water at the base. If it appears, you can try a spray made of 1 part milk to 9 parts water. Finally, the moment we've all been waiting for, harvesting. This is the best part, and it's also super important. The more you pick, the more the plant will produce. Don't wait for your cucumbers to get gigantic. They taste best when they're harvested on the younger side. Slicing cucumbers are typically ready when they are 6 to 8 inches long, while pickling types are best at 3 to 4 inches. Use a sharp knife or pruning shears to cut the cucumber from the vine, leaving a small piece of stem attached. Pulling them off can damage the vine. Check your plants every day or two during peak season, because they can grow incredibly fast. One day you have a tiny cucumber, and the next it's a giant. And that's really all there is to it. From seed to harvest, growing your own cucumbers is such a rewarding experience. There is truly nothing that compares to the taste and crunch of a cucumber picked fresh from your own garden. Imagine the salads, the pickles, the infused water, the possibilities are endless. I hope this guide has inspired you to give it a try this year. You've got this! Thank you so much for watching today. We put a lot of love into making these videos for you. If you found this helpful and want to see more gardening guides like this one, please subscribe to our channel. It means a lot to us. Happy gardening!